start off. Vigilante wins here on another episode of the Primetime Kings with the Penguin and 24/7 Fusion Media.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy 24/7 here with 24/7 Fusion Media. And I like to say what's up to everybody here in the chat. Folks sitting at home probably will catch this on a replay. Hopefully everybody's enjoying their holidays. You know, a lot of people have some very well-deserved time off from work. Hopefully you guys are enjoying, sleeping in, spending time with family, kicking it, you know, hopefully eating some good food, drinking some drink, doing what you do. But just hopefully everybody's been enjoying themselves and everybody's been taking it easy. Shit. Yo, and we're here with Baron Ormond Tag. What's up, Baron?
I am a crook.
Man, what's going on, Vigilante?
Not much, man. Not much.
And
in the garage, there he is.
Joined by Fat Steven. What's going on, brother? How's it going, man? Happy holidays, man.
Am I still allowed here?
Oh, man, what's good, man?
You're a king. Of course you are.
Oh, here come the Fat King jokes. But hold on. Thanks a lot, Baron. It's not even Christmas or
What?
I'm
didn't say fat king. I'm a fat king. Well, we're both fat kings.
I'm messing.
I'm a fat bear.
Merry Christmas.
I know.
For all y'all. Bidge, I hope you had a good one, especially you, 24. I know you've had a rough year, but I hope your Christmas was beneficial.
I appreciate it, man. I've been a little under the weather, but I'm hanging in there, man. It was cool. It was good to be with family and hanging out and eating and stuff. So I can't complain.
I baked some cookies for him, sent it to him. He ate them. Now he's not feeling good. So if you get cookies from me, don't eat them.
Oh shit! Yeah, man. Like to say what's up to everybody in the chat. Have all these great people here with us. Yeah, Zachariah 315. What's going on? How's it going, brother? Arwen Avalon. Hey, girl. How's it going? Hopefully everything's good with you. Los Pick Linux laptop. What's going on, brother? Baron, I see you in the chat. What's up? What? Pat S. What's going on, brother? Great to have you here, man. Let's see. And then we have Purple Valkyrie. What's going on, Perp? James Gype. What's going on, brother? Great to have you here, man. You got a lot of people with a lot of great channels. Man, look at that. Sentient Dildo. What's going on, brother? Great to have you here, too, man. Zax. What's up, man? Yeah, well, shit.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Wino. No, that's how the song goes.
Oh, come on. Man. Shit. Hey, y'all seen anything interesting in the news lately?
Besides Paul Feige crying because his movie sucked? No, not really.
I didn't even know that happened.
I'm so it wasn't in the box set though, bro.
Yeah, that's very you haven't heard about that Vigilante?
Nah, I don't.
No, it's what it is Ghostbusters. Oh,
no, I have a little. It's one of those things. As soon as you see part of the headlines, like I'm not. Life is too short to give a shit what Paul Feige thinks about anything. So like true. Even because I get the premises. Oh, nobody likes my 2016 movie. I get the premise is every 5 minutes that these narcissists don't get attention, they gotta yell at. I saw something. It was on Hero High. Some anime talking about because you what was it? Was it bigot? I know I always use the word bigot. You trolls, that was the word. Because you trolls didn't support our anime, it's falling off. I'm just like, cool, bro. Cool story, bro. Whatever you say. Mm. So
it's like the bingo game, you know?
Yeah.
It's like I think I got bingo about 5 times this last week.
I mean, yeah, some of these stories. I think I have seen stuff in the news. A lot of these stories have been obnoxious at best. Just absolutely obnoxious. The Punisher logo,
Ugh.
which kind of looks. My conspiracy theory mind. I know since your dildo, love it. That thing kind of looks like the Baphomet. So I mean, it almost looks. The new logo looks a little demonic, so it's very ironic that this is a white supremacist icon, so let's change it to this demon. Like, okay, whatever. We were talking pre-show about Peter Dinklage and his kind of get what you deserve situation.
Well, no, you can't really judge Peter Dinklage at this point. Remember, he's only half a man, so his comment only makes half sense.
There you go.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I was holding that for like a week almost while it came out. And I'm like, bro, you were one of the most popular characters in that show. A lot of people loved you. And you do that?
Oh, did you hear about the secondary part though?
Oh, there's a secondary part? Was that on the stool or under the stool?
Well, under the stool. So he's playing he's doing an autobiography for the actor who played Tattoo on Fantasy Island. And so he's gotten woke backlash. Because people assumed the actor actually was French, but people assumed he was Filipino, so people thought it was whitewashing. So the irony of being yelled at for whitewashing right after saying all this shit about they just want pretty white people. A little bit of insta karma. He got a little insta karma for his talking shit.
Because they keep each other alive, and we've been talking about that for 2 years or more. And it's like, WWE can't alive as soon as you don't meet their standards, because their standards change as much as fucking babies' underwear. They just want to attack something. They want to target. It's the blob. They want to eat, consume, attack the next piece of food, and that's what they do. Mm-hmm. Your status means nothing. No matter if you're a celebrity, you're donating, you're talking about directors and how inclusive you are. It don't matter. They don't care about any of that. They don't watch any of that. They don't mind it. They just want to just the individuals. Like, get over it.
Burp, puke, poop, all that fun stuff.
That's funny.
I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. They don't. They have to be in perpetual ire. They have to be in perpetual anger. They have to be in perpetual outrage, or they don't feel like they have an existence. And that's what we're fighting. People who don't have an end game.
Yeah, they've been raised in an environment where they are the bestest ever. Everything has been a participation trophy, and it's all automatically conceived as a winning trophy. And eventually they reach the point that no matter what they say or do or how they act, borderline even committing crimes, that they're never wrong. They're always right, and it was the bestest thing ever done. And they're I don't know how they're going to live lives when they disappoint their first lover, how that's going to feel for them.
Well, they already have.
You're assuming they'll get a first lover.
Oh, they will. Even your hand gives up on you once in a while.
That's what I mean. I'm like, even the women are going through this femcel thing. You thought it was just incels. Nah, the women, we get equality in everything. So feminists have created femcels. So like, yeah, I don't think they're gonna have a first lover. And then in the case of a lot of these as far as these adult pretenders, a lot of them are just trying to keep up with the Joneses and try to keep working. And I guess, once you put your stock in wokeness, you have to keep going. It's like being in the mob. There's no out. You don't get out.
I don't know. Steven Seagal got out of the mob, didn't he?
Well, Steven Seagal is a superhero. He's different.
Hi, thank you. I am a superhero.
Remember, for every blue-haired land whale, there's always some cuck Ahab out there who wants to harpoon her. So. Oof. Yeah, I know. It's a scary thought, isn't it?
Way too much.
Oh, God. Why did my erection just go out? What the fuck?
You had one? You know what? Never mind.
I was holding it. I was holding up the popsicle sticks and like paper mache.
Oh, shit.
Well, Merry Christmas to you too, Fat Steven.
Merry Christmas to you, sir.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas and cold shower to you.
Yeah. Baron's not wrong, Arwen. I know the visuals, but this is reality. You guys remember Trigglypuff? Somebody smashed that. That's the reality in life. You remember the girl Trigglypuff? It's the feminist with her arms waving, with the purple hair. You've seen her.
Every time she moves, she looks like she's in a wind tunnel of flab.
Yeah, you've seen her. Once I show her, you'll be like, oh man.
And you say somebody beat the back out of it?
Somebody did. I don't know who it was. It wasn't me. but there's always somebody.
The rumors are, but no. The rumor is, Vidge, that this person that did smack that was blind and had no limbs to get away.
Man, I'll keep it a well. I'm not even gonna finish it. I'm hoping, I'm praying to God that in the same way that I root for the black people on like Jeopardy, please tell me we didn't do that. Please, because I know statistically speaking, there's I know that's off color, pun not intended or kind of intended. Because if it's funny and it's intended, but like, please don't tell, please, or unless she lost weight, she was just way too big.
No, they just used a funhouse mirror. Sorry,
she's not good. No, she's not going to lose weight. She's going to be having one of those that has those cards that have been handing out. Please don't weigh me at the doctor's office. You've seen those, have you?
I haven't seen them.
Oh, I have. It's like they're handing out. So when they waddle in there, or they whatever slither in like Jabba the Hutt or whatever, they hand the card. Please, don't weigh me. It will hurt my feelings. And exactly, that's what it is.
You can tell one of them are coming because all of a sudden you start hearing the Jabba laugh. Oh. I'm sorry. Hey, fuck him.
Nipple pinchy poodle.
And you know what? Since you did losing weight is fat phobia. Don't be a bigot. Don't care about your cholesterol. Just have a heart attack and don't be a bigot.
Man.
There was one right there. Okay, I'm done. I'm better now.
Man, you see him smoking on that?
This is my Christmas. I saved lighting this up for this show. This is one of my Christmas gifts.
Whoa.
A church warden.
Yeah.
Nice old church warden there. So
I called it a Gandalf.
I was about to say, man, they got all sorts of different pipes up there in Minnesota.
Oh yeah.
Some exotic.
Well, I mean, you can get this anywhere.
Yeah, shit. Probably the one I be hitting on is the one that got the arms like the octopus. Yeah.
All right, real quick, I just want to share 24. This is Triggly Puff. You can put it on the screen for a second.
All right, all right. Let's
take me down and put that up. Let's take a look at the.
Yes, you've seen this, right?
Oh,
this girl. It was like a meme. I couldn't find the damn GIF. But this, yeah. This is
the template for the blue-haired land whale right there, except she's purple-haired.
Yeah, unfortunately the video's unavailable. There's like a
I love that
animated version.
Except she's too skinny in that.
Yeah. They left some of the sides out. This is the best picture I could come up with. So yeah,
you got the right angle there. That's her good side right there. Last thing a buffet sees when she walks up to
somebody, trust me, an adult male was like, "Yep, I'll have some of that." It happened. That's the way the world works. It's a dark place.
There's always somebody that desperate. There's always somebody that desperate.
Oh hell no! Oh no! No.
I mean, I take into account there is a certain amount of mental illness with that loneliness.
I wouldn't say mental illness. I think there are people who are attracted to what they're attracted to. Yes, but at the same time, desperation is an attractiveness.
But I couldn't do it, man. I can't do this anymore. But I'm looking, man. There's people, because now I found like her now, and like she has lost weight, but she's still a big girl. But there are people on her Facebook hitting her up like, "Damn, looking good." So it's always somebody who will hit it. That's just the way. That's the way of the world.
Damn.
Yeah, and it's not the fact that someone's overweight or anything like that. I mean, Lord knows I'm fat. I'm a fat ass. It comes down to the thank you. But it also comes down to the personality. I mean, oh my God, the thing about her is, can you imagine spending 5 minutes with her and just having a conversation? And that right in there is such a frightening thought.
I can only hope that, because it's been some years since that meme, that she's less of a leftist. You know, who knows? Maybe she's not a raging leftist anymore. She was in college, did the leftist thing. Now she's out in the world, and she's like, "Oh shit, you do need to work for money." And yeah, I'm a Cincy dildos. There's some not nasty. I thought he had some of Minnesota's finest in that pipe. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I always be. That's why I always be telling them, like, "Yo,
we're not trying to get indicted. Allegedly. We're not.
My hands are so big.
So it's not, because that's not how it works.
I don't know.
That's like, okay, it's not. This is what I heard about weed, so I'm gonna just do that. Okay, you good. It's probably for the best.
Y'all are fucked up.
Thank you. From you, I take that as a compliment and an honor.
Man. Weed is not great. Like, everyone loves it, and everyone talks shit.
What?
I love it, but it's not a free lunch. Everyone acts like, "Oh, it's a free lunch." Man, I'm so incompetent and so apathetic towards everything. Well, I probably was that anyway. So maybe it's just hold me in place.
It's my wizard pipe, Arwen.
There you go.
The church warden, nice long church warden. I always loved church wardens.
That's the Gandalf.
Right, it's like artificial intelligence. It makes you look smart.
It does. Oh shit! The Russian bots are out.
Hey,
Whoa.
Shout out to the comrades.
Nostrovia to the Russian bots.
Somebody blocked it.
I had a few the other day on Baron After Dark popping in. I can't believe it.
Yeah, the comrades are out.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see them. I've seen them before. I've seen them on my stream. And it's these Russian bots. The actual Russian bots. Remember all the time they said, "Oh, these must be Russian bots who don't like this." They're actually fucking with us now. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. It's for real.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to the comrades, man. Appreciate you guys joining us. Appreciate you guys joining us. Hope Putin treat you right.
Glasnost perestroika.
Yeah. So yeah, I hope Putin treating you guys right. I hope Snowden is cool, keep him safe. And hope everything's good in Mother Russia. But yeah, I cut everything off for Trigglypuff. We were talking about Dinky. And his Insta karma about like the same week he's complaining about white people getting screamed at for whitewashing the character.
I'm surprised no one said this yet. Shrinky Dink. I mean, I'm surprised no one said that yet.
Oh yeah,
he was the original voice also for your Ghost in Destiny 1.
Oh,
really?
Didn't know that.
Now no one's half the bottom. Man, I ain't gonna lie. He did that one cool ass fucking commercial where he was fucking rapping fast and shit.
You talking about Peter Dinklage?
Buster.
Yeah, him and Buster was the Mountain Dew commercial they did.
Yeah,
it was all right. Yeah, because it had different series of commercials with him. I think Buster. Was Missy in one of them?
Yeah, Missy Elliott. Yeah, but I think Missy Elliott was battling Buster and Dinklage.
Yeah, because it was him and Morgan Freeman. I think it was the opposite. So it had Morgan Freeman, Peter Dinklage, Buster Rhymes, and Missy Elliott. And it was a cool. I mean, for modern Super Bowl commercials, I would say it's in the positive. And yeah, don't you feel all the energy since you dildo? Don't you feel the energy? It's like the Ultimate Warrior in here. It's like the Ultimate Warrior and Macho Man. Energy all.
I'm talking like a motherfucker grabbing that top rope and shaking the shit out of it.
Yeah. That was the hypest shit. He would run to the ring full fucking speed, grab the rope and shake it. That shit got everybody hyped.
I tell you what, I am tired of Fat Steven Seagal running from me. I challenge him here right now.
Whoa. Dude, I don't run.
Hell. He's a huge Rush fan.
Just trying to get that energy up, man.
Look at Pat S.
Hell, Pat S. So, I get anything good for Christmas? Yeah. Sleep is good. I don't always get that, so I'll take it.
I did get something awesome for Christmas, though.
What'd you get?
fucking Mongo sent me something. And hold on.
Oh, who? Say it again?
Mongo, big things.
Oh, Mongo.
Oh.
Okay. Don't worry, 24. I took out of the box once and put it back in. But there you go.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Oh.
That's the 8-inch one that you have to assemble yourself.
Oh, you want one of those?
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
Oh, you want the one with
two faces.
That face.
Yeah. That's not the Patton Oswalt. That's the Hasbro Legends one.
No, I'm talking about. Didn't he show up in fucking the end of the Eternals?
I have no idea. I know Patton made his own series with that. It's not Patton Oswalt. Pat, stop.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Pat S. Yeah,
that is not Patton. No, you are not insulting fucking MODOK with Patton. I'm gonna complain on shit during 2020 Twitter about fast food and shit. Shut up. No, it's not.
You know what though?
They're gonna come out with his shits. They're gonna come out with the same figure but with his face on there, and then I want to see you unbox that motherfucker.
Oh, I will with my ass cheeks.
Ugh. Okay, we're in Trigglypuff territory. So my question is, when they did that MODOK series, was Patton Oswalt the guy who played him?
Yeah, he was the voice of MODOK. Yeah,
because he kind of like MODOK as a character just inherently looks like Patton Oswalt. Like if that link hadn't been there, I would have drawn that link just because. I mean, have you seen Patton Oswalt? You know what I mean? And keep him away for your kids, man. You thought R. Kelly was bad. Shit.
He's becoming more and more unlikable every second, Patton Oswalt.
Well, he was never that likable to me in the first place, man.
Well, I kind of liked him when he was on that King of Queens show. Was it King of Queens?
You think he was
James?
Yeah.
Was he on
but he was in that show though. He was he was like a roommate of like the brother of Kevin James or something like that in there. So he had like a little guest reoccurring role on that show. But that's about the only thing I thought was now that I liked him. Then I heard they put him on the Mystery Science 3 or 3000 redo they had on Netflix, and just like Netflix does with everything, they screw it all up and destroy it. Had him as son of Frank, son of TV's Frank. I don't know. Somehow they always think he's some sort of geek god himself, in the same level of Willie Boy Wheaton and all the others. They just turn out to be assholes.
Yeah, I think in a lot of cases it's just that it's that we still want attention thing, and it's like, oh well, I can't. This is the quickest way to get attention is to just bend the knee nowadays, and to be really woke and really progressive. That's the biggest way to get attention. I didn't know he was wearing male feminist t-shirts, but that's always a telltale sign. You don't always take no for an answer. So
hey, it's funny. I remember that he canceled a bunch of his stand-up comedy shows because they weren't checking if you had your Vax card at the door.
I did see that.
Mm-hmm. That's a sure sign of you tuck it in between your legs and dance around like Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill.
Oh, am I wrong?
I think we're all in that energy mode of after Christmas just burn out. That's what I think it is.
It is. I mean, I have to confess one thing. Christmas came too effing fast for me. And it's like all of a sudden yesterday was here. It's like, oh, it's Christmas already. Okay. I didn't get a chance to really immerse myself because I love Christmas time. I love, I'm a Christmas geek. I'll play the Christmas songs and look at the Christmas lights. I got the Griswolds right down the street. Literally, I open the windows, I get blinded by all the Christmas tree lights, and I like it. But this year just kind of snuck up so fast. Didn't have a chance to enjoy it, but yeah, it's that burnout.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gets a little different for everybody.
I mean,
yeah, it was a little different.
I got a weird family. I mean, as it goes, my parents, myself, the long-suffering Mrs. Tag. My kid, my former long-suffering Mrs. Tag. So can you imagine, having Christmas every year and all your holidays with the former, with everything else? And then I was out of it. I had to confess, I was out of it. I was kind of hurting a little bit because the arthritis level has been really high these last few feckin' weeks. And I was walking by and she was talking to me. I guess she called me honey, and my wife was just giving her the dagger looks. It's like, you called my husband honey? You call my husband honey? I missed it all. It's like, how could I miss such a good show? It's a weird family. It's a weird family I got. But oh well. I survived. I'm here. My wife made me the little penguin.
Okay.
Because she knows I like penguins. She gave me her old Captain Picard gray mug on that one. Got a couple of nice cigars over there from my parents in this pipe, and I got Judge Dredd number 16 collected works. So I'm happy. I
got a rock.
Yeah, rock.
I got a rock.
You got my gift then, right?
No,
you got it in the mail.
Charlie Brown reference.
I know it was, but that's for Halloween, buddy.
Yeah, it still work.
Yeah, you're right.
Barrett honey all the time. Hope his own lady doesn't find out. That's Padass. So,
You can call me honey all the time. Yep.
Yeah, I don't think she minds you, Padass.
I don't think she'll care about anybody in this world calling me honey except the former long-suffering Mrs. Dag. Then the daggers comes out.
Long-suffering.
Long-suffering knows that she knows I'm a dirty old man.
Oh. Shit.
Cincha Dildo brings up a good point. Ex-wife better be careful. She may have poisoned it with ricin or some other substance. So,
I have built up immunity to a fair number of poisons over this year. I'll take a lot.
There you go. Well, there you go. We are already prepared for Cincha Dildo. Appreciate your concern.
Thank you. Thank you, Buzz there. Thank you,
Buzz.
I was gonna say maybe the options go the other way and build up a harem. I'm not sure. It's 2022 now. The world is it's a different world.
I've been thinking about it.
There you go. There you go.
Let's not forget here, his harem will be nothing but penguins.
Penguins.
Is that what they call them now? Is that what they call it? No, they call the Triggly Puffs now penguins? Whoa.
No Triggly Puffs.
Well, listen, if you're building a harem, you got to be economical. You can't always get the most for your money. So sometimes you got to lower the value. It's like a football team. It's a salary cap. You got to pay the quarterback a lot, but the backup guard can't really hold us to the same standard.
But the thing is, there's a lot of them that sit on the bench and never get played. Remember that?
Yeah. That's the best job on earth, to be in the bench of a pro team. I mean, you still got to train and practice and stuff, but the idea that you can make millions of dollars and have no consequence on anything, it's just like, what a life.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah.
Except for when the starting quarterback gets smashed and all of a sudden you have to fucking get thrown in the middle of some shit during the most important game of the fucking year. All right.
That has happened. I was like, oh boy. Maybe you'll look up and you'll get smashed too, and then you just don't have to worry about it. That you're just like, all right, well, now I'm down. Oh, if I was the backup quarterback, and that granted, I could probably be the current backup quarterback of the Detroit Lions, but that's not saying anything. But if I was the backup quarterback and I got tossed in that situation, I would be like, my thought would be like, let's just take a sack, come up lame, oh my hip, and get out of here. And since you did watch a penguin harem, so I think we're going places.
Lord Goth, what's up, brother?
That's all we need. Sexy pengoos everywhere. That's great.
Yeah.
And no, I do not have a penguin body pillow. I do draw the line someplace.
Just a fleshlight. Just a fleshlight.
Hey,
I couldn't do either, man.
Quit looking through my stuff there, Fast Steven.
I'm always looking at other people's stuff.
Yeah. Or a penguin sex bot, because they probably already have penguin sex bots.
Oh, that'd be scary. Well,
sex bots are going to be a real thing in the next 10 years. There's going to be some sex bots looking just like humans in the next 10 years. I don't know how society's going to react to that.
I honestly think they've gotten there now in Japan.
Man, I've seen they look creepy as shit. They creepy as all shit. That's not. They ain't close enough, man.
Yeah, I couldn't. My dates look creepy as shit too. So
I couldn't do it.
Oh, there's a Christmas image I didn't ever fucking want. Thanks for that. All right, cool. Right, he's talking about his dick.
Yeah, this is nightmare field when we talk about Trigglypuff.
This is like a year roundup for us right now. We're like, hey guys, we're good friends. I had too much food. Me too. Let's not talk about anything too seriously because I don't even have the energy to get angry at these morons at this fucking.
It's not just that the fatigue. It's like who could give a shit about any, like at a certain point it's almost like, okay, we get it, you need attention, nobody's talked about you, so you gotta say something woke and stupid. That's why I didn't even care when Dr. Strange was talking his woke shit. It's like, okay, cool. I think I may have covered it, but you should have stopped laughing at Zach. Thank you, chat. You guys are still on point. Zach's talking about, you forget being a pro athlete is worse than slavery. You're right. Colin Kaepernick told me this. What am I thinking?
Let's all talk about Colin Kaepernick's amazing this year. Yeah, let's do that. Like fucking the head of the woe is me fucking bending the knee movement. How did
Bravo. Oh, for me. Oh, for me. You know this is. I'm sorry. Go on.
No, I was just about to say this is a nuclear hot take. But Colin Kaepernick, when he's starting to work me into a shoot, like he's starting to be like, as a guy who appreciates good wrestling heels, this guy's a masterful heel. The idea that somebody could be this untalented at his actual job and still be able to make millions of dollars, in fact, way more money off of being oppressed than he even did as a fucking NFL quarterback, because apparently Nike allegedly gave him like 60 or 80 million, something like that, some crazy number. It's impressive. I would be lying to you if I was like, you know what? If you're gonna grift, at least make some fucking money. So from a business standpoint, I respect his grift. I wish he would shut the fuck up, but I can't. I can't knock the hustle.
No, I was just gonna say though, with this low energy that we're all talking about here, you realize this is Boxing Day. Remember the episode of MASH where they had the Boxing Day and everybody changed roles? Like Klinger was taking over for Potter and stuff like that for just that one day. What we need to do is we need to go into the chat, have Zax, Sentient Dildo, Pat S, I don't know, one other person come in and do the show, and we can make this nice comments in the chat while they're doing the show.
You know what? I would kill to do just have Sentient Dildo on the panel. I really like. All jokes aside, Sentient Dildo is like the cool. Like I know his joke, the gimmick is he's a troll and he hates everybody. Fight the power, but like he's the coolest dude on earth. I really would love for him to come on a panel if he's willing.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Shit. We let her have him. So if he's I did a digital black fist. Look, hey, yeah, like I say Sentient, if you ever want to come on, you're welcome to come on, brother.
Yeah.
Is there water dripping in a bucket somewhere?
Yeah, what is
that? You hear that too?
What is that tapping?
What?
I hear music.
No, I hear music, but I heard something on top, like a
yeah, that's it right there. That's what I was hearing. I was like, is someone dying?
No.
And then Zax is going he's going Ben Roethlisberger, say he only wants him if he's unwilling. That's not good.
Gotta be Klinger.
And then Dolph said, can he be Klinger? Yeah.
Does that mean he wants to be in a dress? How you look in heels there, Lord Thoth?
How do you look in hoop earrings, by the way?
So, do you like gladiator movies?
Glad he ate her, but I'm tis. And since your dildo has to safeguard his mystique, okay, I get that. I get it. You should do a channel, though. Even if you do like a fucking text to speech channel, we need Cinch your dildo's thoughts on a lot of stuff, man. Do it. DEWIT. Do it.
Do it.
I am the
Yeah.
I am the law. No.
I like that about being the Black Panderer earlier in this chat. He's got he's got great lines. He's got to be somebody's. He's got to be one of our writers someday. I mean, he just has these great lines, great drops. He is just he's right on it. He's very talented. So is Zach. So is everybody at that, actually.
Hold on quickly. If anyone has a good shade of lipstick for Baron to kiss more ass, please send it care of 24/7 Fusion Media. Blow that shit up. I ain't kissing that ass.
But I'm test.
He put fishy lips.
Hell, Eric K. Hell,
no,
Eric K.
Hey, Eric K. Fat Stevens just upset because I don't kiss his ass.
I don't want anyone kissing my ass. I know where it's been, bro. You're saving yourself a whole lot of Oprah Winfrey specials.
Well, there's also too much acreage there, so I'm not going there.
I don't even know how to spell acreage.
This is not the part of the hub anyone ever goes to. So I'm you guys are almost encouraging me to talk. Like, let's talk with Peter Dinklage. Yeah. What is going on with him?
What's up with him? He still has dreams of reaching the top cupboard without a booster, Steve.
Sorry. Oh shit. R.N. Avalon says I have a lovely color of vampy red for Baron. Oh shit.
Oh, look, there you go. Because you're practicing.
Zach says Baron knows talent. Hail to Eric and Sandy Anderson. They say I'll buy the lipstick.
The worst part is he's gonna try it on and he's gonna like put his lips to get rid of the excess stuff on a paper towel, leave it somewhere in the house, and that misses. He's gonna be like, "Who is she?" He'd be like, "I don't know."
No, just come to her and just like don't misgender me.
You should come home one day. When she comes home one day, make sure you're wearing like the brightest shade of lipstick. Hi, honey. See how long it takes.
She might just walk out, just serve papers. Like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, just.
So I want that.
Not the first time. She just comes home, takes a look, and go, "I ain't got time for this shit," and walks out. You don't blame her. That's the reason why she's the long suffering.
Yeah, I see.
11 years with me. It's amazing. 11 years with me. I
don't know how. Conscious.
Yeah, she's still conscious. Yeah,
doing better than Ben Roethlisberger again. I don't know why I picked him. I could have picked any Grapus, right? But I don't know. It's football season, so I just just go with Ben.
I don't watch football, so I get lost in the football talk.
I haven't watched it as much as I used to in a while. It's not the same.
Just professional sports is just really. I mean, I used to watch baseball like mad when I was younger, especially when the Twins were hitting it big. We're going to the World Series, things like that. But after a while, it just. I think that one last strike that they had just burned me out.
The second one burned. It burned everything out.
They've not recovered from that strike. Like when you say the second one, do you mean the one in the 90s? The one?
Yeah, 90s.
Yeah. Because
it was right after the Jays won the second World Series.
Yeah. So they had their recovery. The only recovery they had was the steroid era. And then when they kind of went away, nobody wants to say it, but it has not been the same since they got rid of steroids.
Barry Bonds, how we miss your pinata head.
We do. Listen, more people care to boo Barry Bonds than they do to cheer whoever the hell is the biggest star right now. Barry Bonds and Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire, or not just him.
Jose Canseco, Nolan Ryan, and you had like Kelly Gruber,
Clemens, Roger Clemens,
Roberto Alomar, Joe Carter. I have all those cards somewhere. Yeah. Ooh, Ken Griffey Jr.
Ken Griffey was a megastar.
Oh, hell yeah.
Frank Thomas, Tony Gwynn. Now that we're just getting non-steroid guy, Ricky Henderson. There was so many players that like people that were interesting that people cared about. Hell, even Derek Jeter, as much as I didn't like him, can't disrespect him. Derek Jeter and Mariano Rivera for the Yankees. But like the baseball doesn't have that same star power. I do know who and I know you guys tuned in for sports ball talk, especially baseball. I know Shohei Ohtani, and you know what he does is pretty impressive. The fact that he can pitch and hit. But like all these sports have just kind of fallen off. Like there's still a huge fan base. They actually last year all sports were tanking so bad, but they all said, "Okay, we're done with this woke stuff. We're done. No more BLM." They just start ripping stuff up. You'll see like little in racism shirts and shit, but for the most part, they got rid of a lot of that stuff.
Remember when the NBA refused to play and like, okay, we'll take your pay. Oh, we're all going to play now. Like, that's right. You're paying now. You're back out. Then the Olympics and that shit. God dang.
Oh yeah. Remember that girl turned her back on the fucking flag?
Yep.
Oh
yeah. And then it was the one girl who was like covered in I forgot what she won, but everyone was happy. She was like they juxtaposed them. Can't think of what it was for. I think it was a women's wrestling or something. Something weird. But yeah, it's sports is kind of falling off. Everything's falling off, right? And that's the whole thing. It wasn't just pop culture. It wasn't just here, you know, with Star Wars and all this stuff. It was everything. Every element of culture took a nosedive.
Everything has felt the go woke, go broke. Yeah. And everyone who has gone woke is going broke. And I think that's why we're going to be seeing a turn pretty soon here, because no matter how much amount of money is being tossed at them one way or another, they're still not getting enough money. And they know it. And Mexican Iron Man and I were talking about that you have at least four great films the end of the year. You had like Dune. You had, of course, the Spider-Man film, the Ghostbusters film. He was even talking about stuff like Primacho, which obviously wasn't a big hit, but still, it's a Clint Eastwood film. You know, you get what you expect with a Clint Eastwood film. So that the year was ending on a high note on that aspect, and very little woke. And even Free Guy, I thought was a good film. It had a few woke moments, but it was kind of that 80s woke, that bullshit that they had. And I think, and we agree that we're going to see some more woke crap here because there's been stuff that's been in production. But I think we're going to gradually see that pendulum go back because they know they just can't keep going down this road.
They can't. Sony is actually, I think, the first in line with that when we look at the Ghostbusters franchise as well as the Spider-Man, because you can tell that Disney had no actual real effective touch within the Spider-Man No Way Home when it came to the writing, dialogue, and etc. Sure, you can go nitpicking through it and trying to find things you want to be angered about, but that standalone film, and I'm calling it standalone because it is standalone. It does not compare to the other two because it was a barking dog losing its shit.
Yeah, that's my hurt.
I just think don't put hope in the fact that we're going to get another Spider-Man or another Ghostbusters right away, but if Sony in the film industry is starting to provide somewhat quality content, will it trickle down towards, let's say, their PlayStation network and how they're trying to push all this inclusivity and getting your free wallpaper packs? And have you played this lesbian game yet? Have you banged this rooster yet? Have you heard of the Deer anthology? Like, I don't want to hear about that. You don't need to put it on my front page. Put it there with the other developers, the other producers of games, the other things that films. That's where it is. You don't want to be subjugated. You want to be segregated, saying this is the special section, this is the highlight section. Just go. No, this is what's most popular. This is the call out for indies, and you do an editor's choice. Why can't you do an editor's choice depending on different communities and make an editor's choices? Why is it one choice? And you have to. That's where you have to start trickling down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they are known for the gaming stuff. Because Sony. Because there was a big thing, and it's still going on with it. Sony censors a lot of their games.
Well, Sony's been busted, though. But Sony's been busted. You heard about one of their VPs a couple weeks ago got busted for trying to meet a 15-year-old.
Yep, he sure did.
Same with NVIDIA. The same thing.
Yeah.
With NVIDIA.
Yeah. Actually, this was about 2 or 3 weeks ago. He got set up, and if I'm not mistaken, it was a YouTuber that set him up.
Yeah, the same ones that are kind of controversial because
so basically,
it can ruin the whole investigation.
So basically, you have a YouTuber that's sitting there trying to act like they're a young girl or whatever, just a young person, period. And these fuckers will fall for it, man. And then come to the meeting place and the whole shit and be seen on camera and this dude, it's
crazy as shit.
Yeah, man,
that's crazy as shit. And I see Zach is talking about the ESG money because that's a good point. I have a kind of I don't know if it's a question, it's a point. So, like, I'm not on the train yet. I didn't see Spider-Man No Way Home. It might be great. I hope everybody's entertained. But man, you know what? Hollywood, this is me personally. I'm not speaking for anybody else. I'm not telling anybody else what to do. I want you guys to enjoy shit. I want you guys to find stuff you enjoy, encourage it, and support it. But as far as I go, you know what? It took a long time to get here with Hollywood. It's gonna take a long time for me to come back to the table. As far as really my interest, that's not enough.
That's the proper way to look at things. But I'll come from a guy with, you've heard my whole WandaVision spiels, my whole how much. Yeah, I am not at all in the boat, but this movie gave me what I wanted in a comic book film.
Okay, I'm glad.
You should, when you are up to it, give it a shot. Because I don't think from my perspective, because I'm very critical. I haven't watched Shang-Chi. I haven't watched Returnals. I haven't watched that crap. I don't watch much of the Disney Plus stuff. Yeah, unless I'm forced to.
I did see Shang-Chi.
But as a Spider-Man fan, I don't think you can miss this.
Okay. I could say
that's the kid
I haven't heard a bad review. I haven't heard a bad review of it.
Yeah, so, that's the kid Steven talking from the 90s cartoon lover.
Yeah.
Well, and I think that's going to be the thing, though. They're going to have an uphill battle to win back people like Vigilante and Fat Steven and others. And it's rightly so. Everyone has a right to be very skeptical. Everybody has a right to be distrustful on this. And yes, we are going to have some lost battles in this. There are going to be some pieces of crap they're going to try to shove down our throat. But I think overall, within a few years, I think we're going to actually start seeing a turnaround. And yeah, it's going to take time. Because again, the stuff that's in production, the stuff that when they're going to start figuring out, and there's going to be changes within the structure. You know that just because someone's got a contract doesn't mean it's not going to get broken, and it has been done before. So I'm not saying this is going to be immediate turnaround. I'm not saying that we're going to have unicorn farts right away and this whole thing, but I think we are going to go into a right direction. We just got to persevere. And we have to still be on them about this. But just as a nature of someone who studies history, everything goes back and forth. It does go back and forth. And we have got to basically that one point where it's the breaking point, the one way that pendulum has no other direction to go but the other.
Yeah,
and I'm hoping.
But we didn't have pronoun. It's already proven that almost not true because it's gone further in one direction than I could have ever imagined in my, my lifetime. And since you did ask a good, solid question, what is necessarily the right direction? I think when we're talking about entertainment, the right direction is simply making entertainment for the sake of fans and trying to make fans happy instead of this, wokeness. But as also was brought up in the chat, I believe it was either Zax or Glenzer, and shout out to both of you guys. But the ESG stuff, the fact that there's a shadow funding, we've even covered that here. It's not like everything is just dependent on whether or not we go see a movie anymore. They can make a movie that bombs, but as long as all the bankers and whoever else wants, or unfortunately our taxpayer, people in charge of our money, as long as they're giving them money on the back end, they'll be happy to send out a Triggly-Puff love film, you know what I mean, for the Punisher or whatever it is.
Well, how soon until that dries up? Honestly, they were getting all this money from China. We know that.
True.
That's dried up.
Hope. What you're saying?
Yeah. Well, it's going to have to be because of the way the economy is going. Less people are working. Less people have more people have less to go be able to go out with. I mean, how much does it cost to go to a movie for a family? It is expensive, so they're going to have to pull back on that. They're going to have to pull back on their subscription services. So they're going to have to decide what service do I want? What's going to be the one that's more entertaining? Less money is going to be flowing in, no matter how many wheelbarrows you have loaded up with cash, just like they had before the Weimar Republic, because that's all that money was good for. Mm-hmm. It's going to dry up. They can't.
I'm worried about that as well.
That's just it. And that goes into the other direction. But when that money dries up, and it will, one way or another, again, what do they have to fall back on? Already, just alone having the China money going hurt them. And, films, some films actually got less money. Some shows got Discovery. STD got less money for that one season. Because they couldn't shell all that cash out to that piece of crap, even though they sit back and say how great it's doing. Well, if that's the case, then why are they getting less money? If it's doing doing gangbusters like you are, they should be having a higher budget then, or at least to the same level. So I think they are starting to feel the effect that money is going to go away, and now they're going to have to start having to actually produce something, be creative, and it's not going to be from anybody in Hollywood. It's going to be from one of these YouTubers that comes up with a great idea. Just like I said before about how you had Lucas, you had Spielberg, you had Scorsese, you had Coppola. These guys were unknowns, and they just blew shit up. It's going to happen again. It's not going to be right away, but that's what I have hope for. They're going to have to rely on that.
So I do want to answer, and not even answer, but just kind of frame, because you're saying the money will dry up, and there's people in the chat, Cinch and Dildo, saying, "Hey, BlackRock has 40 trillion," which if that's the case, that's alarming. And Zach saying, we'll go broke before they do, which is something else I'm worried about. Speaking of soft plug for the end of work, we'll be have a stream later on tonight. I'll talk about the end of work, and we'll be talking about inflation. We'll be talking about some of these things in a different context. So please check out that stream if you're interested. But I do think that if there is a positive, you're right. China had endless funds to put towards propaganda, and they were putting money towards Hollywood propaganda, and Hollywood pissed them off. So that potential of Hollywood, it doesn't matter what the number they have. If they get pissed off by Hollywood, or if they keep, we covered the fucking, Sneakerella thing?
Yeah.
If you're trying to make something that's woke, but it gets called out immediately as racist, you only get so many times of doing that before the people who are funding you saying, "Look, man, wolf. We can't fund you if you're not going to do the job right." You know what I mean? No matter what it is.
That's
in Hollywood, and so there is a hope in that.
That's why Marvel and DC are failing. That's why IDW is putting up a lot more variant covers. Maybe I'm misreading that IDW one, but that's why it's failing. That's why you have comic book creators from these franchises who are like, "What, you don't like this? Look at fucking Tom King, for fuck's sakes. Goes after Jay Lee just after his fucking dog dies. A part of his family. Everyone's lost a pet that is part of their family. Mm-hmm. And that motherfucker goes out of his way to fucking hurt somebody. As a coworker, who the fuck do you think you are?" And then plays victim when people are criticizing him on that. We've had enough of that shit. We've had enough as a consumer. You think you're entitled to my money, yet you get to talk down to me? You're holding a fucking pencil and drawing and filling in lines. That's it. Doesn't make you Leonardo da Vinci. It doesn't make you Michelangelo. It makes you a person doing a job. And your job is failing the people who are supposed to be paying for it. We are your employers at the end of the day. Not fucking Marvel, not fucking DC. The people who pay to read those pages, to have that imagination, that escapism, that creativity, that adventure. And if you're taking away the goddamn fucking adventure of those things, where can we escape to next? So honestly, that's another shit that fucking bothers me.
Well, they say they're not in customer service, but they are in customer service. If they're not providing service what the customers wants, they're not going to buy. If they're not going to buy, they're not going to get money. And just like they say, about us running out of money before they do, well, that is a problem. Where are they going to get them if we're not buying anything, either by choice or because we can't? You're not. You're going to have to do something about it. And of course, into the merchandising, T-shirts, mugs, action figures, posters, all that stuff, is a big part of it. If no one's buying it, no one's be able to buy it because we don't have the money. Well, whether people like it or not, there is a such thing about trickle down, and it goes the other direction. If we can't afford it, they ain't going to get it. And that's what they're going to have to start waking up to is, we have to be discretionary.
And what happens when all the old comics are bought up? What are you going to do then?
Mm-hmm.
There's not going to be no money anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, they're looking at the comic industry right now as just an IP farm. Like they're not even concerned. Like neither.
It's propaganda. Disney, it's like looking at flyers dropped from an airplane.
Well, yeah. But they don't even care about profit. They have no concern.
They have no profit to care about.
Yeah, but I know. But what I'm saying is, even when they did have profit, they have no interest. Neither Warner or Disney look at comics as something that's supposed to make money on its own. All they look at comics as something to give them ideas for movies.
Exactly.
That's all it is at this point. The whole industry is just that.
Yeah, the comic book industry is is just basically an idea machine. It's as far as the money that it can make and what it can do to hold up on his own, it doesn't even mean shit. Actually, it's like a tax write-off to fucking even keep them open. So, at this point, look to the big two and some of these other companies running and owning a comic book company and being a part of the comic book industry is just something just to fuel ideas for movies. As far as, the comic book itself and what it can do on its own, it doesn't mean two shits to these people. So yeah, man, you're right about that, man.
And that's the problem when everybody's buying all this stuff up, and they gotta stop doing it. It's about time we do some trust busting here. There's no reason. I mean, when these comics were by themselves and they were performing like mad, yeah, there were dark times down then, but they bounced back because people love them. Now they're just a little cog in their big machine, and that's all they view it as. And again, let's grab this idea, make a movie, and the characters only even have to be true to what the characters are supposed to be. But hey, we'll make tons of money, and you got the Big Bang Theory pseudo fans running out there with a drool cup, going, "Hey, look at us! We're so we're so cliquish and fanish now. We watch these movies, aren't we? Great fans."
Yeah, Google normies.
Yeah,
that's what people call them.
Google normies. I like that.
Credit to Young Rip. I sampled that from him. We'll say sample. We didn't steal. We sampled.
Borrowed?
Yeah, sample, borrow, whatever. Chopped up, chopped and screwed. Shout out to Houston. Shout out to 2-4.
It's on loan.
On loan, yeah.
So, I do have hope, but I just know it's going to be still a long road out there.
Yeah, and as people said, there is other funding. I have some cautious optimism. But it's gonna take time. And you know what? One day I probably will watch No Way Home, and I hope I enjoy it then. I didn't see Ghostbusters, but I said even when it was announced, the Afterlife, like, man, I really didn't need another Ghostbusters. I really like that being a closed canon of 2 movies, and I like having a video game. True. But I like the idea that this wasn't a franchise. It was just a story, just a couple stories getting told. Which, a lot of people enjoyed that. Maybe one day I'll check that out and I'll enjoy it too. I think maybe the next thing that everyone's all high on, I'll enjoy. I'll give it a chance. But it's
I just watched it so I wanted to watch it. I get what you're saying. Honestly, I watched Matrix just because I didn't want to get spoiled for me. I wanted to have my own opinion, and I see up to 3 in the morning, bored off my ass.
I have heard no good reviews of that. The only review that made any sense I heard was that the one Wachowski just made it so nobody else did, and they tried to bury the franchise so nobody else would ask them to make it again. Which, if that's the review, I'm like, well, I don't know if I want to see this.
It's funny. My brother watched it, and when he was like, "Hey, you have to watch this movie, The Member Berries, all this other shit," that's when I looked at him, and I was like, "I know," and that's when it clicked. Like, don't fucking watch this movie, regardless of what the fuck he's talking about. Don't watch this shit. And I told him, "You serious?" He was like, "Yeah, man, you'll love it, man. If you loved all 3 movies, this 4th one is fucking the greatest."
Really?
Looked at him again. I looked at him, and I was like, "This the motherfucker that likes all the woke shit that I hate." You know what? So I was like, "All right, thanks for letting me know that this is But in my head, I was like, "Yeah, thank you for letting me know this is a movie I don't need to watch." I was like, "Yo, did you watch Spider-Man?" "Not yet." I was like, "I figured you'd have fucking went to watch The Matrix first." "Did you watch Ghostbusters?" "Nope." I was like, "But out of Ghostbusters and Matrix, Ghostbusters and Spider-Man, you go to watch The Matrix?" "Yes." I was like, "See, this is exactly that's it proved my point." So I was like, "Oh, fuck that."
Before I take off soon, because I do have to help out with another show, and I hate doing that all the time. But
no worries.
Ascension, Ascension being sarcastic or facetious. I can't tell if he's truthful. I don't think KK will fix shit at this point.
Oh, he's being facetious.
I figured as much. Sounds like I've heard that line so much.
He's trolling that concept.
Get Hidalgo out of there. Yeah, I know he's doing. I know. Get Hidalgo out of there. Get Dave Filoni a different hat. I think if you got to help like Filoni a manlier hat, he wouldn't come across so
people believe in
stripper
Filoni.
cowboy, you know. Yeah, I know.
I don't get
Filoni.
Yeah, I don't need Filoni either. Yeah, but no, that's Cinch and Dildo. His joke is, yo, we won the Culture War, guys. He'll troll like that. So.
Yeah. He's crazy like that.
No, and you're absolutely right about Pablum, as I like to call him, Hidalgo.
Yeah,
because because a lot of people seem to forget about that schmuck. And the sad thing about him is he's almost like a tragedy, because some of the stuff he wrote back in the day, like for West End Games, he wrote for some of the others, and this was back when we had the real EU. Was some fantastic stuff. He did a great job on the R series, Astromech and the Star Wars Adventure Journals, this and that. All of a sudden, this comes around. It's like all of a sudden he becomes this little wormwood troll, and just bashing everything, including what he did in the past, and then smearing all those people that loved it. And it's like, yeah, get rid of that little schmuck. I mean, I'm gonna fan fiction myself in as the designer of the Jedi Temple. No, go away. You can, the best you can say is maybe you did the flush toilet in there. That's probably the plunger. You were the plunger for the toilet, and that's about it. But yeah, it's the and I find that a tragedy. KK, she's just slime. Always has been slime. Anyone who's dealt with her, you hear stories going back. She's always been that way. I guess Pablum was the same way. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, Filoni gets a lot of hate from people, though. A lot of Star Wars purists. He gets so much hate. And I think a lot of it is undeserved that he's getting on that one. And
Filoni?
I almost feel the opposite way.
Man, he didn't he write the fucking help write the Last Jedi?
Filoni?
I think he did.
No, he had nothing to do. He had nothing to do with the Last Jedi.
Oh,
he's supposedly very friendly with old Roundhead.
And you know what? If I'm not mistaken, they did have footage of him.
He was on the set of The Last Jedi.
Yeah,
so right. And he was a part of, if I'm not mistaken, man. And I think the chat can let us know if we right or wrong. They had put out a video not even a year ago or so where he was actually on the writers' table with all the writers, giving them ideas about subverting the expectations of motherfuckers, and he was right there with Rian Johnson.
Yeah, that's his friend. So like because Filoni, obviously he's on the Mandalorian, and he said he learned to shoot things. And granted, say what you will about Rian Johnson, actually setting up shots and shit is one of the few things he can do. If he has a script, he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, but he does actually know how to film things. And so I don't know if he was, I said the set of The Last Jedi. There are pictures of him on some set with the old Roundhead shooting things. So I don't know where it's from, but listen, there's a lot. As much, I'm more on the side who is critical of Dave Filoni. I definitely, Filoni is a phony, nothing but a phony. But like, yeah, there's a lot of people because he did Rebels and Clone Wars. People who love that or may have grown up with that. There a lot of people who are very positive on Filoni, especially with the Mandalorian, and they're just like they're all for him. And I'm like, I'm a little more cautious. I don't really, I don't trust him because he has such a close kinship with Roundhead, and he said some woke things too. I do think he may be, he does have he clearly has something because he a lot of people like the stuff that he's done. And I mean, I thought the Mandalorian the first couple seasons, I thought it was okay. I like the first season better than the second. I know everyone was cool with that member berry at the end, but that wasn't enough for me. It actually gave me the opposite effect. But I at the same time, I don't know. I'm not a big Filoni guy. Again, it goes back to what I just said. I don't trust nobody. I don't trust anyone in entertainment. I do kind of trust. Even though I don't trust Filoni, I do kind of trust my man. And why can't I think of his name? Favreau, yeah. Like he's the
Jon Favreau, yeah.
Jon Favreau. I have the same birthday as him. I'm gonna keep preaching that. I do.
Oh man, cool.
Oh, really?
And yeah, he has the same birthday as him as Trey Parker from South Park as well.
Oh wow,
yeah.
3 legends.
Yeah, they're all fat almost. There we go. I'm all fat with a fat.
Is Trey Parker fat now?
I don't know. I just wanted to go with the fat mentality because I'm technically appropriating fat Steven Seagal.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because I guess that would be kind of a Trey Parker invention, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Trey Parker.
See, that's what we need in Star Wars. Is Trey Parker.
No, we just need what we need is Star Wars, but done all by Ewoks only. Every character just Ewoks or Fraggles. I would love to see Fraggles come back and do Star Wars.
There you go.
Because the Dozers could be Ewoks, and then you would have everything else. Yeah,
I used to watch the shit out of
that. I didn't get to watch the Muppet Family Christmas, which where they actually met the Fraggles. I missed that one.
Yeah. What was it something about Fraggle Rock? I used to know the theme of Fraggle Rock.
Down in Fraggle Rock.
Yeah.
Fraggle Rock. Yeah. Down in Fraggle. Yeah. Sprocket, what are you doing in that hole again?
Oh, Sprocket the dog. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then
it's been ages since I seen that show.
And then you had that old trash monster, that motherfucker that was straight up garbage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was it two or just one or two?
I think it was maybe two of them motherfuckers. And
it was like a husband and wife, right?
Something like that, or a guy and his mom.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's been so long since I've seen that show. It has to be at least 20 plus years. That was like on HBO when it first came out, if I remember right.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think they all that was HBO. Fraggle Rock. Some good shit, man. I miss that shit, no lie.
We need more stuff like that, honestly. I mean,
it's puppeteering is we're losing that, brother. I mean, there was a lot of movies that it's a skill that's fucking diminishing, man. Especially after everything you've seen from the Henson Company, and especially like the son Brian. It's like, come on, man. I don't know, man. And the way Disney's doing the Muppets, it's like it's starting to become like a lost art. Is puppeteering.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's funny. Go ahead. I'm cutting you off all night.
Oh, that's okay. I was along with traditional animation too. I was just gonna say,
but both are more necessary than ever. Like we really need, like puppeteering. And I'm gonna toss in, even though I know it's not the same thing.
Wait, someone clip that. Vigilante's gonna toss it. No, sorry, I'm just kidding.
Jesus, I didn't say that. Jesus.
I know. I was wondering. So I'm sorry. It's a habit. Whenever
don't give them ideas, they'll do it.
I'm not. They won't do it. I don't mean it like that. I was just trying to get a laugh. I'm sorry. It's
no. But what was I gonna say? But like those skills, whether it's puppeteering, animation, I'm gonna toss in miniatures, like those, because like that's practical effects. A lot of practical effects that we got, a lot of cool creatures we got were puppets. Yeah, there were also people in suits. You also had that, but we don't get any of that stuff now. And I mean, that was the cool stuff about the 70s and 80s and early 90s movies, seeing all those. Yeah, some of the special effects are cheesy, but other effects hold up better now than the movie you saw last week, because that practical look just looks better to the eye than a bunch of CG.
Yeah, it's like stop motion as well, man.
Damn, we don't have stop motion anymore.
Yeah, stop motion. Dude, that's what's his name?
Harryhausen.
Yeah, Harryhausen. Yeah, that's it. Like his movies, Clash of the Titans and all that other shit. Like, dude, like I said, that's a lost art, man. That, like, even like the shit you see with the old school claymation, like like the Rudolphs and all the Christmas movies. Like, you don't see shit like that no more, man.
What was the last real serious effort? Was the PJs with Eddie Murphy? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
you remember that show?
Do remember the PJs? Well, there was you had what was it? The Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah, I like BJs.
Chicken Run, not Chicken and Run. What am I talking about? Yeah. Chicken Run, and then it was the Fantastic Mr. Fox, which came out in the mid-late 2000s.
I think I remember that shit.
But that could have been more puppety. I can't really remember what that was.
I think it was stop motion, and we also had stuff like Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas.
That was I think you're right. I think it was more
we had the Christmas specials, like 35 minutes on CBS back in the 80s with the talking dinosaurs, the California Raisins, and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, the California Raisins.
Yeah, Mr. Bill, Lindsay said.
Mr. Bill. Oh, no.
I guess they're independent people doing stop motion. It's always the independents that keep things alive.
Right.
You talking about like Gumby and the Blockheads?
Remember Gumby?
Or Davy and Goliath? Oh, Davy. Oh, Davy.
Tonight, you.
Oh, Davy.
And
please
even
clip
the fact that
nothing out of this.
What'd you say, Vigilante?
I said, please don't clip anything out of this show.
I won't. I'm sorry.
Oh shit!
this show will come back to haunt us. I guarantee you.
All of
Yeah.
us.
Well,
Every one of us.
Yeah, actually, that shit used to come on Sunday mornings, man. You wake up early Sunday morning, you catch Gumby, Davy and Goliath, and a bunch of other shits. So, yeah, and then that's when you would watch your the cartoons that you would actually watch after school. Some of them you'd catch them on a Sunday. Like Brave Star.
Brave Star. Yeah.
Yeah,
we had Laurel and Hardy and the Little Rascals are our gang.
Yeah, that's right. The Little Rascals. Yep.
Let's not forget the creepy puppets of Circle Square, the Christian show in the morning that you would hope to come up early. You watch cartoons and you'd be stuck with puppets talking about Christianity at this rec center, singing, and you're like, oh my god, I can't take anymore. What else is on? Oh wait a minute, Little's Hobo. I'd rather watch the dog. Let's go. And you're like, oh my god. If you haven't seen Circle Square, Google it right now and take a look at how creepy it is when you got Christian puppets trying to preach to you on a Saturday morning when all you want is cartoons.
And what was it? I just had my mind. Go ahead, Vigilante. I'll remember soon.
No, because I see people in the chat. Somebody mentioned Artman. They're the ones who did Chicken Run and Wallace and Gromit.
Yep.
And you guys are mentioning different. I never heard of Lakia film. Shout out to Purple Valkyrie. Hell, Purple Valkyrie. I guess they do stop motion animation films like Box Trolls and Coraline. I'm sorry.
Oh, Coraline, yeah.
Yeah, I do remember Coraline, actually.
I thought you were a Caillou kind of guy, bitch. You know, that creepy little bald kid, the Canadian show they had.
Caillou.
Oh, Caillou, yeah.
Oh,
I think I remember it, but that's
Berenstain Bears. They had.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on Berenstain Bears. How do you spell Berenstain Bears?
Oh.
IDGAF.
Mandela effect. That's how you spell it. Because Large Hadron Collider. That's how you spell it. CERN is how you spell it. The globalists.
Well, you also have other stuff like New Zoo Review. If anybody remembers that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Matter of fact, I have one of their DVDs in the other room, brand new, unopened.
Astro Boy was always on. It was great. And then, there was Rocket Robin Hood. And then you had Hercules, but you wanted to punch out Newt because he would not stop going, Hercules. And it was always fun. Yeah, I watched a lot of the old stuff back on YouTube.
The Beer-Stained Bears.
What was the other one? Babar. Babar was most.
Babar, the elephant.
Fucking boring as fuck. Oh my god. How can you make a cartoon so fucking boring with elephants?
I remember one time my dad had a collection of National Lampoon magazines that were by his chair.
Oh boy.
And I sat down and started looking through there. And I remember specifically there was a whole segment that National Lampoon did where wherever the old white guy, the old guy that was in there, he was actually an elephant hunter. He was out there plugging Babar and the family and, having the tusks here, the heads up there, the foot as a cane holder and stuff like that. And my dad comes by, grabs it from me, he goes, no, that's not for you. You don't read that. And that's about the most I remember of Babar, to be honest with you. The elephant.
It's him in pieces.
Yep, exactly. And all of them. My God, I still love National Lampoon to this day. Oh, that was another thing that died because of wokeness of its day. National Lampoon. But yeah, you had that Babar. Don't want to go that area, but it's funny. A lot of people say about the them being Saturday morning cartoons, like He-Man, G.I. Joe, all that stuff was never Saturday morning where I was at. They just played it every day on the afternoon after school. And that's where I was getting all that, watching through all that, then going to Nickelodeon, and you can't do that on TV and some of the other stuff that they had on there.
Oh, yeah, you can't do that on TV with some good shit, man.
It's like, what do we have for kids nowadays? It's just we don't have good shit like that no more.
Yeah, I mean, they have shows, but fuck, man.
We have a bunch of what we have for kids. We got transgenders reading to them in the library. That's what we got for kids.
Dressed as rainbow butt monkeys with their nipples.
Yes. I wish this was jokes. It is not.
Joke.
It is the realest thing we've said on stream, unfortunately.
It's kind of screwed up when when you're hiring someone to read books to your kids and the hobo who hasn't taken a bath in 8 months is sounding better day by day.
Well, yeah, because at least his penis isn't out.
Can't stand ya.
Yeah.
That's the Costanza's joke.
Oh shit!
Come on, someone saw that episode?
Oh my goodness! What the fuck?
Oh,
Real quick in the chat, Pat is saying that they finally canceled Arthur on PBS after 26 seasons. Arthur's been going on this whole fucking time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he's still on this
I
quest
didn't-
to get laid. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit is so woke. You wouldn't even.
I do
Oh.
remember. You know what? I remember a few years ago they did have like a gay marriage episode, didn't they?
Yeah,
Matter of
yes.
fact, that was actually about a year or two ago.
Was it a year or two ago. Wow.
Yeah, I remember that being very recent.
Yeah. You know what? Now that you say it, you know what? Yeah. Didn't they have a BLM episode too?
Yeah,
yeah.
they did have a.
Well, why? How can you have it? Well, was it Black Lizards Matter? Was it that special?
Yeah, very interesting.
Uh,
Holy shit!
yeah,
Yeah.
Teletubbies. That's
We
I
already
never
had
make it watch that.
But we already had diversity. Look at the Power Rangers, for sakes.
Mhm.
Yeah, but they were a bit on the nose. The yellow one's Asian, the black one's black, the pink one's a girl. So I get you kind of
Yeah,
go
but
both
still,
ways.
but look, they did it without being offensive. Now they're doing it by saying it's inclusive, but they're literally being offensive.
What are they doing now? What are the Power Rangers doing now?
No, Power Rangers. I mean, it's a generalization.
Oh, just
Yeah, I mean it's.
You scared me. I thought they had a
Disney
woke
made a
initiative.
black guy.
Black
janitor.
Rangers matter.
No, look at Finn. They made Finn a force user,
Yeah.
a janitor.
Yep.
Still pisses me off.
Yeah.
And then they did,
Yeah, he could use his powers like Turbo did in the Electric Boogaloo 2, where he had like that broom and shit elevating. Y'all remember that shit?
I never saw Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Oh man, the chat has.
I haven't. I seen it like 30 years ago, or when it was first on cable. After when the theaters went to cable, that's the last time I saw it. A lot of stuff that way for me. But yeah, exactly. It's like they make Finn into force user, and they don't do anything with it.
Hey, they made him a simp.
Oh yeah, they made a simp. Yeah, that's about it. Ray. But they didn't go with the force power stuff. They should have. I mean, they had such great potential, but.
But China didn't.
Nah, China. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
China lives
Exactly.
matter.
And like you have
China
shows
money
like,
matters.
you had shows, animated series like Cops, that literally the lead was a black cop.
Mm-hmm.
And you had all these different cops across the board, and like fighting crime in the future time. Like I have that series on DVD signed by Dr. Bad Vibes. Like I loved that show.
Dope.
And like it's those little things they all forget. With like I'm terrified when they remake Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future. It's just going to be Captain S.
Oh yeah,
Soldiers of
Captain,
the-
yeah, Captain Power. I remember that shit, man.
Mhm. Captain Plan's gonna be Captain Whining, and then it's gonna go downhill from there. They're gonna change Smurfs to Turfs.
Blue
I
Lives
ain't
Matter.
thought about Turfs. But don't they hate turfs?
That's
So-
that's yeah.
They're the villains. Gargamel will win immediately because they hate turfs.
Mhm.
Smurf and Turfs.
There you go.
Not bad.
Even though, I mean, to be fair, Smurfs is always a disturbing concept. So, like, this guy is going through all this shit to eat these Smurfs, right?
Or to make them turn them into gold.
I thought it was eating them.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
tried to do one or two. Yeah, he tried to do one or the other. So he was always trying to eat them or try to make money off of them. He was fickle that way, man.
Like making money, but like eating them, it's just like, okay, you're putting all this effort in for food. Like, just order like Uber Eats or something.
Yeah.
It's not that serious. Or okay, it was the 90s. You can still order a pizza. I mean, you don't have to go through all this to.
It was the 80s, man.
It was the 80s, man.
Well, excuse me, princess.
Yeah, that was like,
It
well,
was-
fuck it. What if they don't show up in 15 minutes or less, your pizza's free?
Yeah.
Back then,
The night.
Difference.
Then they realized there was rush hour traffic and they got screwed.
Yeah.
Oh, even worse. What stopped that was they had so many drivers because it was going to be taken out of their their check or whatever. Right. So they were driving like mad, getting in accidents. People were getting killed. They had to take that away. That 15 minutes or less stuff.
And yeah,
Annoyed one.
Glizzy, you're right. It's 100 dudes and one female. That never made sense. There's one girl. All those dudes, one girl. How does this population exist?
With the help of Swallow Smurf, if you remember the robot chick.
What the fuck?
What? I'm not joking. You can't laugh and go, "What the fuck?" That's hypocrisy.
Oh shit! You're ruining my Smurf shits.
I'm not ruining it. Fucking they ruining it. But just you have like a pin-up version of Smurfette in like a low-cut top. I got questions after the show.
But how did? Oh, I hope not. For the sake of
all right, Google, let's go to work.
All logic, but like for all that is holy, please not. No, but like the Smurfs never made sense because like there's a Papa Smurf. See, I knew it was. There's Room 34.
Oh my god, she's spread out on the kitchen. But oh my god, what did I do? Oh no,
there's no Mama Smurf.
Ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube world and in the chat, I just have to say, I'm sorry. I'm so very sorry. I'm sorry for this. So. But you know what Smurfette was she was a creation by Gargamel to infiltrate into the Smurfs, so she wasn't even a true Smurf.
Yeah,
she was like Thought Smurf or something like that.
Yeah. That's what it was. She was created by Gargamel to get in and destroy him from within, and she almost got away with it, almost pulled it off until she she ended up almost dying and they saved her, and then after that she felt like shit, so she was like, look, I was sent by Gargamel to fuck y'all up, and I'm sorry, and all I want to do is be a real Smurf like y'all. So Papa Smurf went and he took a bunch of good shit and worked his magic and turned Smurfette into a good little girl, and that's how.
So some trans shit. It's a trans allegory, obviously.
No, I mean, Smurfette was always a female Smurf, but the thing is, she was created to undermine what they were doing. So.
You did lift up that tunic. We don't know what was going on there.
No. Yeah, man. So that's his.
So I didn't know this about the Smurfs lore. Wow, that's wild as shit. No. I remember watching the Smurfs as a kid, but I didn't like get hardcore into the Smurfs.
Oh, it was a big thing, man. Smurfs was big, man. Especially like the little figurines and the fucking the mushroom houses and all that other shit. And yeah, I mean, dude, they're toys. I mean, shit, they even got a worldwide Smurf Day where you have like different cultures that'll sit there and fucking paint themselves blue and turn their whole fucking the whole neighborhood into like a Smurf village. Like, to be real, man, that shit is bigger than what. Even it's funny because like Peyo, I think he died almost like 30, maybe 35 years ago, man. The guy that created him, and their shit is still riding hard today with the little small figurines and all that shit. I remember when them shits were coming out back in like in the 70s and 80s. Like that shit there's a lot of money in that shit, bro. Like people really collect that shit, man.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Man. That came from the Netherlands, right? Was it the Netherlands or Belgium?
I
don't think it was France, but it was something like
it was Belgium is where it is exactly where it's from, Belgium, yeah. So Peyo's from Belgium, and out there it's like a fucking like the greatest thing to ever come out of Belgium, man.
Mm-hmm. Smurf talk on the Kings.
So yeah, man. I didn't mean it. I was muted and I'm looking stuff up. So like, because the Smurfette thing blows my mind. But so basically, there are no natural female Smurfs. They're all male.
No, well, and then but then a couple years after that, they had the Smurflings, man, where it was like comes out to have there were some kid Smurfs. And then that's the thing, man. They never explain how they come about or how they're born or whatever. They're just there. I don't even know if that even makes any sense, man. But come to find out, there was another group of Smurfs somewhere else, and that's where you saw Grandma and Grandpa Smurf, and they're older than Papa Smurf. So they came back into the fold, and then they have the Smurflings, which we have Sassette. Yep, Sassy was a girl too. Yep. They had Sassette, and then they had two boys. One of them was like a Tom, he was like a farmer kind of kid, and the other one was like a sports kid, where he looked like he had like some pants and a t-shirt, and he was more like
Kaepernick Smurf,
something like that. So
Camper Smurf, my bad. Smurf.
Yeah, so basically they ended up having Grandpa and Grandpa Smurf over Papa Smurf, and then you had the Smurflings, which were kids that were like basically 10, 11 years old, sort of, and then you had Baby Smurf that also came into the fold. Where so you don't know where the Baby Smurf came from, you don't know where the three kids came from, and then when you have Grandpa Smurf and Grandma Smurf, then they're older than Papa Smurf, and they're like real old. So it's like fuck with the long beard, and they walking with canes. So yeah, man, it's like to see that shit kind of change. And then even Gargamel ended up, he had the cat Azrael, and he ends up having a third person join him, which was like a small kid. Like kid had to be like maybe 10, 11 years old. That was a part of Gargamel's team trying to capture the Smurfs.
Where did he come from? So like, man,
but he ends up coming like a couple years later when they start introducing Grandpa Smurf and Grandma Smurf and the Smurflings. So basically, it was kind of like how when Transformers evolved after Optimus Prime got killed, and all you started seeing was like Rodimus Prime and all the motherfuckers. It was kind of like that, but they still kept Papa Smurf. He was still the leader. But there were two elder Smurfs, which was Grandma and Grandpa, and then you had the Smurflings, which were like kids, and then you had the baby Smurf. So there's a bunch of shit that came along with it, man. But that happened like years after, man. So Smurf was going strong for like maybe 4 years by the time they introduced that kind of shit.
I think we can.
Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, I think we can agree that the Smurfs is Belgium's version of Pokemon.
Not really. I wasn't throwing balls at them, though.
Sentient Dildo said, you know way too much about Smurfs. Hey, man, I was a kid once, man. That's still a kid. But, like I say, my daughters just turned 14. My son just turned 17. What do you think they were watching when they were like 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? Yeah. I bought them all the original Smurf shit and let them watch that along with Garfield and Heathcliff, and I was basically showing all the shit I grew up on. Yeah, the whole Transformers collection, from the 80s, the cartoons. I was showing my kids all that shit, man. Just My Little Pony, the original shits, Strawberry Shortcake. For my daughter. Yeah, for my daughter. Yeah, My Little Pony. Yeah, my daughter loved that shit, man. I'd rather show her that,
right?
Huh?
Just the daughter, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course,
you weren't
man.
sitting there dressed as Papa Smurf, like just having
like
this.
You know better than that.
I can see you dressing like Papa Smurf if they love Smurfs enough.
Like there's a brony thing though. Like My Little Pony is like a thing. I remember hearing about bronies. So I'm like, man, I'm in love regardless, bro.
I didn't mean it like that. You guys made dark. That's weird.
Bronies aren't dark. I mean, I don't know. They exist.
You're guilty by association. You're wearing a blue shirt, so you're technically a Smurf.
Okay.
But real quick, Pat S was talking about, I guess Smurfs are born every 100 years in different areas. So New Village is born in different areas every 100 years. There are from a bloom in a field of flowers. I never heard that, but I'm sure it's the case. The Smurfs lore is a whole iceberg that I had no clue of how deep it was.
I think they've been around almost 100 years now, at least 70. But they've been around for a long, long time. It was just only in the 80s that was really fully introduced to us.
Yeah,
and they were already at that time an established comic or cartoon phenomenon in Belgium and other parts of Europe.
It looks like 1958.
Yeah,
the original.
Yeah, and actually they were introduced by the Johan and that other character, Pee-wee and Johan. They that was what Peyo drew first, and then Smurfs came from them. So the Smurfs is basically a spinoff of Pee Wee and Johan.
Almost like a Simpsons thing.
Right, exactly. There you go.
Or like to shmoo off a little Abner.
There you go. That's another good one. Yup. Or Captain Caveman from whatever the fuck.
Oh, what was that?
It was one of the newer Flintstones, like the Bam Bam. I forgot what it was called.
Yeah. It was Bam Bam and Pebbles. Yeah, that was
Bam Bam and Pebbles.
that was when they grew up and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That I do remember, but that's I think where Captain Caveman came from.
Yeah,
Captain Caveman. I almost got a Captain Caveman tattoo. I didn't do it. But
man, what happened?
Yeah. Well, I was going to get a sleeve with a bunch of different characters, but it just didn't happen because I was moving, and so I just never linked up with them, and then I just never went through with it. Yeah, that's how it happened, or didn't happen, I should say.
I could never get a tattoo. I hate needles for one.
Mm-hmm.
I have a bunch.
Yeah.
Go for real.
My whole upper back, my inner arm, my elbows, my neck, my leg. Yep, I have a bunch.
See, now as old as I am now, it's like I'm never getting one. They're right. If you don't get one by 30, you're not going to get one. I'm past 30, I'm not doing it. Now it's like I might as well keep.
You don't want a Steven Seagal tattoo, really?
Nah.
Yeah, I got 6 of them myself.
Yeah. You've mentioned you got like the Phoenix on the back.
Yeah, and all that. Yeah. I got a Phoenix. The wings go from shoulder to shoulder, like, and then the tail's all the way over, basically over top of my bootay. So yeah, so basically it's like it's big as fuck. Yeah, all Smurf Steven. Zax.
Yeah, Zax. No, I will time you out. I will right now. I'm going to do that real quick. Where's your name? No, I have a tattoo.
Hey, Steven, let me get you. Have a lot of Smurf tattoos.
All right.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Actually,
I'm not gonna lie. Smurfs was on some good shit, man. Like, it was like I never had to like wonder what my kids were watching if there was like some hidden message or some foul shit going on. Like I walk away and I walk into some old. I can't believe they said that. Like nah, I ain't never had to worry about that shit, man. So
there we go.
It was good to show the kids that.
All those shows back then.
Man. I mean, yeah, they weren't trying to preach no bullshit. They might tell you like pick up your litter or some. Don't fucking start no fires that you can't put out in the forest, or don't pollute. That kind of shit. But fuck,
don't be a dick to somebody. Like that. It's like, hey,
yeah. Don't be a bully and say no to drugs and shit. But yeah, I mean, hell, I could appreciate that nowadays.
I have a picture to share quickly because I'll show you what it costs almost $1,000 on my back, and it isn't done yet.
Oh,
okay.
All right, we're about to get a reveal in this motherfucker.
Not on my body. No.
What? I'm about to say, damn.
The screen's not that wide, folks.
Hey, Baron.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. Hold on.
That is on my upper back. From the bottom of my shoulders down to mid ribs, not mid ribs, but just above the second rib cage on the back. So it goes down to the shoulders. So yeah, that's on my back. That cost me about $800 to almost $900. My inner arm goes from top to bottom, single needle. 2 stars on my elbows. There's a Libra Omega symbol on my neck and other stuff everywhere else. No Smurfs. No Smurfs. And if you even say that's the distant cousin of a Smurf because you can't see his face and no hat, it's not a black Smurf either. Nice try. I know the lore about that too. No.
Hey, just to the lovely Sherry and just another red shirt. Great to have y'all here. Holy shit. And Glenza, what's up, brother?
Then it's going to be colored in too, right?
He said get a
none of my work is colored in. It's all black and white. I do not color it in.
Black and white.
It's because I'm racist, yeah.
Okay.
Zach says get a tramp stamp that says Hefty Smurf. Oh shit!
Before we came on, I was actually watching a little YouTube stuff, and I came across about Thundar the Barbarian. God, I missed that show.
Oh man, Thundar the Barbarian was fucking awesome, man.
I gotta see if they have that on DVD.
And the Herculoids was fucking awesome too, man.
Mm-hmm. Herculoids, yeah. And I'm trying to think of some of the other that was just. I just know that
Johnny Quest, man.
Johnny Quest. I mean, you're watching that cartoon. It's like, wow, people are getting off in this for real. The character.
Oh yeah. Those motherfuckers was dying left and right. Is Black Smurf more oppressed than the Blues Brethren? Sentient. What the fuck? Oh shit.
He needs a channel. He really needs. I'll at least be a writer for one of us on here. That's all I gotta say. He's got those great one-liners. But Fat Steven did?
Oh, you did, Steve?
You're talking about Tom Cook?
You said Steven interviewed the Thundar animator. And Steve was like, "Oh, I did."
Yeah, when did that happen? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, shit. If you did, fuck yeah, man.
Yeah, he actually sent me a friend request today. I'm gonna reach out to him again.
Oh man,
cool.
He also worked in the original He-Man as well.
Oh shit.
Dope.
Yeah, they had. I mean, that's when they actually went out there and did shows where they weren't dumbing them down.
They're really well written. A lot of those older shows.
Yeah, and you start seeing who some of these writers were or who were involved in some of these shows. It's like, wow, I didn't know that. Straczynski involved in He-Man and Captain Power, and David Gerrold and DC Fontana involved in these shows. And there goes my wild animals again. So I'm going to mute for a second.
Yeah,
I hate dogs sometimes. A second.
Black Star. And Black Star was pretty cool. I used to like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the real Ghostbusters. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
That's some good shit.
Black Star. Yeah. I kind of find it funny that that real Ghostbusters. Because they changed the voice. They took Lorenzo Music off of playing Vinkman that first season and put somebody else in the second season because Bill Murray was whining that he didn't like the fact that Vinkman sounded like Garfield, the cat, because obviously he was doing it. And then down the road, Bill Murray plays Garfield.
Yeah, I do remember.
That'd be funny if Garfield can play going, I don't like Garfield sound like Peter Venkman.
I found that ironic in that one. I always thought Lorenzo Music was great in that. Anything that Lorenzo Music did as a voiceover was great, I thought. And he was just a writer. He was a writer, and hey, can you do a voiceover little bit that we can have on Rhoda? So he became Carlton the Doorman. And maybe 24 would remember this. They actually did do a Carlton the Doorman cartoon one-off special back in the 70s.
I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and I remember because the one character that was in there that he was interacting with had a see-through negligee, and it was see-through negligee. And I'm sitting back going, this is a cartoon at prime time, and they're letting this get away? Even I, as a little shit, knew that. It was, was amazed by that.
Mm-hmm. Somebody dropped something.
I think it was Fat Steven.
Yeah, I dropped my Smurf. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Quit smurfing off.
This is your jab of the Smurf. Let's get talking about something here.
Ho, 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 ho. Jab of the Smurf. I like that.
I do like some lasagna. Sentient. He hates Mondays. Man.
My wife is a big fan of Garfield. She loves Garfield.
Yeah, I used to like those little books that came out like in the late early 80s, like the first book, like those little long books.
Yep.
Those small ones. I used to get them for Christmas all the time, man. And man, these they were all different colors. and they were actually pretty fun. They're real cool. I missed that shit, man. Between that and the Snoopy books, I used to get them shits all the time, man.
So I didn't buy a lot of those books, but I did. Shout out to the Southfield Library. If you worked at the Southfield Library in the late 90s, you undoubtedly saw this chubby, light-skinned kid come in damn near every week to get a Garfield, amongst other things, but it would always get one of those little Garfield comic books. They were like half-sized almost.
Right.
They
they were kind of long,
longer.
Yeah,
they were longer, and like you said, they had different color. And I used to get those motherfuckers like every week, every other week. So, but I didn't own too many of them, but I would just check them out and then get the new one or the next one or whatever it was. I used to love fucking Garfield. I don't know why, because I don't really like lasagna like that. But I guess the obesity, and I hate Mondays. And I just thought he was just because he's a sarcastic asshole. He hates Nermal for really no reason. I don't know. He stuck with me.
Oh shit! The long and suffering Miss Tag just showed up in the chat.
I'm in trouble now.
Is that actually because that's actually long suffering Miss Tag? Because the longer you get in the community, you will have a parody account show up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've had one before, and so has Vigilante.
That is not a parody account. I can assure you that. He's
like, that's the real McCoy.
That's the real McCoy. She has been threatening me for a long time to do this, and she finally broke down. I probably said something, and she goes, "That's it. His balls are mine."
Let's see.
Well, hey, hail to the long and suffering Miss Tag. That's great to have you here.
She's been talking so much shit.
Hey, Steve, Terry Rose says Lorena's on.
Yeah, I know, and I already know Zakarot ratted me out on the chat. I just saw him. He's like, he's on 24/7's channel. I'm like,
wow.
Yeah. That's the reason why I can pop in only for so long here. Everyone knows
I understand.
I understand. On both channels, but yeah.
Listen, I know. I mean, you've obviously been doing the Lorena thing for a while. If you want to hop out, there's no.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not guilty. I will, but I know. But it's like everyone's telling me where I'm supposed to be or where it's like I'm being tattled on, not on purpose.
Fat Steven, you live the life you want to live. Don't let other people take you. You live the life you want to live.
I sleep with your avatar on my pillow every night. That's where I want to live.
Well, the longest you pay for that pillow. Thank you.
You pay for the
pillow. I think the pillow pays for it more. But I drool in my sleep. You sick bastards! Calm the fuck down.
It's just a logo, I guess. So I gotta live with it.
I'm sorry, they're weirdos.
But yeah, hey,
we're weirdos.
I was just gonna say we are getting toward I'm starting to get
tired. Yeah, we'll go ahead and shut it down here. So.
The dogs.
Well,
yes.
As the dogs bark,
squirrel. Sentient Dildo says, "Quick, talk about Smurf some more. Keep Fat Steven here."
I will say one thing: do not Google "sexy Smurfette," okay? Because I did try to see whether or not I got to delete my history.
Oh, so you saw some extracurricular stuff.
I saw something. I didn't know she had that. It was big of tits. So I was like, okay, I'm fucking off with that shit. I was like, all right.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, do I want to ruin someone else's childhood with an erection?
Oh, wow.
That erection he lost earlier, he got it back.
Thank you, Smurfs. Yes, thank you. Still a little blue pill with 4 legs and arms.
Holy shit.
Oh, wow.
Oh man, well, hey, I just want to tell everybody thank y'all for being here. Had a great time. Talked about a whole bunch of crazy shit, and it was fun. So thank you for finally joining us, the long suffering Miss Tag. Thank you, because you're always welcome here. So it was good to see you show up, and I wanted to tell everybody thank you guys for supporting us, being here with us. I'd like to give a shout out to my boy Pat S, Sentient Dildo, Lord Doth, Zax, Arwen Avalon, Purple Valkyrie, Eric K, Low Spick Linux laptop.
Fat Steven.
Fat Steven. There you go.
And then Papa Smurf.
There you go, man. Take it easy, my brother. Glenzer, thank you for being here. That 70s rock fan, Zax. Let's see. Man, am I missing anybody, y'all?
You got quite a bit of them there.
Yeah,
and
I did.
Dildo is I'm American, but of Norwegian extraction. So,
it's all good, man. Thank you for being here with us, man. All right, y'all. Well, it looks like I covered everybody, along with the lovely Sherry. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate y'all. You guys enjoy the rest of your evenings. And before we go, Baron, what you got going on this week?
Well, I hope to have you on, and actually I wanted to talk to you about a time change. Do you think you're able to do it Wednesday?
Wednesday, we'll do it.
Okay, so 9 o'clock Wednesday, Central Standard Time, that guy next to me there is going to be joining me for Baron After Dark. So who knows? Hopefully he'll be feeling a lot better. But when that time comes around, we'll have a little bit of chatting back and forth about comics, I hope. We'll be talking about movies, video games, all that sort of stuff. So it's my boy 24/7 Fusion and I on Wednesday night coming up here.
There you go. What you got going on, Steve?
Gaming, lunch table, Babylon 5, and deleting my internet history.
Yes. Shit. Shit, I understand, man. Damn. What you got going on?
So I got clips to actually probably upload for this week. There's a video I have a review that I want to get out by the end of the year, and hopefully I can actually start work. I have it damn near finished, 2/3 of the way finished. I just need to, and fucking Cosmic Fusion helped me with it, so it's pretty much done. Just got to mix the audio and change a few clips. I just haven't felt like doing it. And then later on tonight, around 1:45 to midnight. I know it's a little late for some of you guys, so if you don't check it out now, please check out the playback. I'm doing I've been doing these special reports. Actually, I've only done one so far. I'm trying to do these special reports on different things in society. This week is the end of work, so I'll be talking about the current work, the Great Resignation, and some of these the concepts of work. Talk about inflation. Talk about other things. We're still gonna have fun. Still gonna try to have our fun. We're opening with a crazy TikTok video of a blue-haired girl reading, so that'll be fun. But yeah, so that I got that, and then like I said, some clips, and hopefully a review before the end of the year. But yeah, I'm really excited. So if you want to check it out, interesting, thought-provoking, but still fun podcast. Please check out the end of work coming up tonight. So after watching Fat Steven on Lorena,
there you go.
And,
I'm sure.
And Fat Steven. 100% serious, though. I've introduced the long-suffering to Babylon 5. We are going through it. We're coming to the end of 4th season. I'm enjoying it yet again, and she's enjoying it as well.
Oh, that's good. Well, then I expected you guys on January 3rd to be there Monday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern.
Oh,
I would be. I'm working, unfortunately. I'm going to have to catch on the flip side.
I don't care. Quit.
I want to.
She's already yelling at you to quit. Look, she's like...
Well, that's different. When she yells quit, something else.
Oh, all right. Well,
cigarettes?
Sure.
Hey, well, it's funny as hell. Hey, look, guys. I'm just gonna be dropping videos and actually looking forward to the new year coming up here in a few days. So you guys will be seeing me Friday. No, actually, you'll see me Wednesday night, kicking it with Baron, 9 o'clock Central.
What? I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm sorry. Hold on.
The sperm hunters have come.
I was just going to say Houston is getting wild. Maybe it's Canada.
Nah. They just
that's even.
Like something's whooping his ass.
Yeah.
Are you okay, Fat Steven?
Yeah, like Steven fighting something, and whatever he's fighting is winning.
Listen, he said Fat Steven Seagal beat Ryan Johnson's ass. Maybe Ryan Johnson came through the door like the chicken off Family Guy, like fucking.
I think that's Ryan what it Johnson was.
Up again.
No, I'm on the 21st floor, right? So that was some motherfucker lighting fireworks on his balcony.
Oh,
holy cow!
Jesus!
So that or that was gunshots.
That's why I was like, "What the hell?" Like it sounded like
Yeah, because all I saw was big yellow flashing lights.
Wow.
Jesus.
Well, I'm glad you're okay, man.
Yeah, because they're shooting at my floor. Is that guy streaming again? Is he talking about the Smurfs? Gotta take him out.
Yeah, I thought you had to DDT Ryan Johnson or something, but apparently not.
Ryan Johnson can't write a bullet, and I'll shoot one. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, listen, Alec Baldwin proved that you don't have to know anything about guns for them to go off. So there's that. But I'm Tess, unfortunately.
Hey, Wes Moody.
Hey,
Wes Moody. Yeah, what's going on?
Hey, Mackany.
Along with Makini 90. What's going on, Makini Draws? Great to have you out here. Yeah, we're about to wrap it up. So sorry y'all caught us at the end. Hopefully you guys catch the replays. But
yes, please do.
Yeah, please do, and thank everybody for being here. Thank you to the panel. You guys have been awesome. Appreciate you guys, man, just being here with me, and look forward to the new year with everybody. So you guys just continue to enjoy your holidays, your days off. Do what you can. Try to get as much rest as you can. Spend as much time with your family as you can, and just know that you guys always have us. So we love you. We thank you guys for being here. And you guys enjoy the rest of your evenings. This is Fat Steven Seagal, Vigilante Williamson, Baron Norman Tag, and I'm your boy 24/7 here with 24/7 Fusion Media with the Primetime Kings. And we're out. Peace.
I farted.
Oh, no.